Oh, I would say they don't, if that kind of makes sense. I feel like the first, just like the whole day, of course, was so slow and everything was taking forever. And it was like, can this game just like kind of speed up and like start? I think I would say the first 5 points definitely was kind of like, whoa, where am I? What am I doing? Like, this is like, and then of course my teammates had to tell me, like, this, we're just playing volleyball. Like, it's just a big game in a big arena with a lot of people. And so I think it was a good and a bad thing, but I think it started settling in after like the first 10 points.
Did anything prepare you for that, or what can prepare you for an experience like that?
I definitely had to get right with myself and with my teammates. I feel like learning to embrace the nerves is a good thing. I feel like you can shy away from it, you can try to avoid it all you want, but like I'm human, I'm young, I don't get to experience a lot of these things like so young, and so just being able to like, listen to worship, kind of calm myself down. I mean, be with my teammates. I mean, me and Laney had a lot of talks before the game of just like, we're just playing volleyball. It's just a volleyball game. We do this every day at practice. Been doing this since I was 9. Like, I know what I'm doing, and just like it's just in a bigger stage.
You're smiling and kind of laughing. Just what goes through your mind when you hear her talk about that?
I mean, she is a freshman, but she's not alone in any of these nerves. Like in both games, I came in nervous too, and I'm a junior, and I've, been playing and doing this this is my 3rd year now, but she's like not alone in that. And so I think like we have a decent group going where like we kind of just, like she said, listen to worship music and just like calm us down. And I used to like listen to all like, fast like rap music before games, and I realized that I'm already up here before games and I already have too much adrenaline, too many nerves, too many thoughts going through my head. So like just like learning to slow down before the games and take it easy was helpful.
What's your favorite song or two that helps?
I've been listening to "Slow Me Down."
Oh, that's a good one.
By Charles Williams, but and it's kind of just like again reminding us, okay, slow down, take in the moment. Like I don't know, it can be a lot, and that all the outside noise also plays a part into it, and obviously you just want to win at the end of the day. So whatever you can do to calm your nerves.
That's a good song. I would say "What a God" by Elevate. I feel like giving back and looking at like it's a privilege to be where we are right now. It's a privilege to be able to play in front of 21,000 people and all the viewers. Like, yes, this is like you can feel the pressure, if that's what you want to call it, but like it is such a privilege to be in the position that we're in and giving back to like God. Like I give this to you, and I will just glorify you in this situation. I feel like it's super helpful.
Did you have a moment where you were able to kind of pause and take in the environment, your surroundings during these matches?
I feel like especially in Pitt, I was taking in a lot of the game, and just because we've never played in there before, and sometimes passing or playing in general with the depth perception can be hard in big gyms, but I think that we prepared really well. So going into that game and knowing that I was just going to trust what I had been practicing in practice all spring and the summer and preseason, I just trusted that so that I could take in more of what was actually happening. And my family came down. They don't get to see very many games, so it was really fun to see them and just take in all of that. And me and my mom actually ended up crying after the Pitt game just because it was like, Mom, like I did it, I made it, I made it past all of the hurdles that I've had to so far. So
What's it like playing in your new role?
what's it like? It's amazing, and I've had a lot of support from my teammates, which has been really, really helpful, and I don't think I would have made it here without them. But, I think, last 2 years, I kind of asked for flowers a lot. Okay, bear with me. I asked for flowers a lot, and but I got rain, and I think when you really take a step back to realize what this means, it's like flowers need rain to grow. And I think that through all the storms and the rain that I've been through my first years, and it hasn't all been bad, but I think that now I'm finally starting to grow and come into a position with a lot of gratitude for just everything that I've been through and all my teammates that have supported me along the way.
What ways have you grown?
I think probably mentally the most. Some people will say oh, you've improved so much, and I think that it wasn't really my skill that I improved in necessarily. It was more my mentality and just how I was going to go about things and what I was going to let affect me, what I was going to let into my body and my heart and how I was going to play, rather than like me working on the technical side, which obviously I did too, but I think the mental side was a huge difference for me.
How do you handle mentally having to replace a program legend like Lexi was?
Yeah, I think it can be hard when I think about it in a way of, oh, I'm, taking over Lexi's job and she did such an amazing job here. I think it would be hard if I was to think like that. I think how I'm kind of going into it is I learned from Lexi and I'm, going to continue to use her as a resource of mine, but also like I am my own player and like I can do this and, while I am stepping into the role that she left behind, like I am coming into it on my own as well.
Given, not just Lexi, but the Kenzies, Justine, even Danny played, but what does it mean to be the libero at the University of Nebraska?
Yeah, I think it's a huge deal. I mean, Nebraska has a legacy of liberos and big-time liberos too. I mean, Justine and Lexi going to, play in the Olympics and then try to make the Olympic team is obviously it's insane to think that I'm, in this position now, but like I said, I'm just going to continue to have gratitude for this position and be thankful that I'm here and then continue to work and hopefully carry on those legacies.
Technically, is there anything different? Because you're playing left back now. I mean, last couple of years you've played other. Technically, is there anything adjustments you're having to make to that position?
I mean, there's always going to be adjustments. I've played left back my whole life. So it's kind of just getting back into the feel of that. But coming in freshman year and sophomore year, I had never played right back a day in my life. So I had to adjust to that as well. And I ended up really loving right back for some reason, I don't know. But I thought it was really, really fun. But I think going back to left back, all of what I used to do is kind of coming back to me now.
How do you think Libby is settling in at right back?
I think she's doing amazing. It's actually really hard to go to right back if you've never played it. It takes a lot to adjust to it, but I think Liv did a really freaking good job this past weekend in right back. She dug a lot of balls. Obviously, her serve receive is solid, so I was really proud of her this weekend.
Jackson's playing a little bit of that too. Like, what do you think of her passing and her big back there?
Yeah, I mean, we work on it like every day in practice about being well-rounded players. Like, our middles can play defense, our middles can set, our middles, like, every position can do everything. And so Andy going back there, I think our team trusts her as a middle to go back there and play defense. And obviously she's hitting some D balls as well, and she's doing really good at that. So, I mean, yes, it was amazing, but we weren't surprised.
What's it like? I mean, you're also making adjustments. You're just playing back row and kind of, I imagine you're not used to coming in and out of games that often. What is that like for you and how are you adjusting to it?
I mean, as much as it is like an adjustment, because that's not like my full position, like I've been taught my entire life to be good at everything, as Laney has been said. Like, we really push in this gym to be good at everything in case something happens, in case your role changes. And I feel like really learning to just embrace my role. I love to help this team however they need to be helped, whether that's playing that, whether it's doing whatever they need me to do. And so I've just learned to embrace it, and like I kind of see it as like an opportunity to just like, however it is, I'm going to prove myself and be the best I possibly can in that position. I mean, I know as a freshman I'm going to get targeted and serve receive, and instead of shying away from that, I embrace it. And it's really helpful having like Laney and Olivia and Harper back there with me I always feel support from them all times. And I never feel like I'm the odd one out because I'm a freshman. I always feel like I'm a part of the group.
With Harper, she was targeted pretty heavy in serve receive when she was a freshman. So how has she specifically helped you with that?
I mean, with Harper, I just feel like she's one of the best teammates because she's just someone that looks to you when, like, you just need someone to smile a little bit. Her and Andy, I feel like me and Laney are pretty hype all of the time. So, like, I never have to worry about, needing, like, some energy or just needing a shove or a chest bump. But, like, with Harper and Andy, it's very, like, it's almost calm sometimes when things can get hectic. Obviously, in service eve, when you have Olivia Babcock looking at you at the end line, it's, like, it can get a little intimidating. But, like, having someone with the experience and, I don't know, just the emotional control to get you through those times is really helpful.
Time for a couple more.
I mean, when you guys have so many people on this roster that can potentially start and would start on other teams, how difficult is it for everyone to just embrace whatever role they're given, even if it's maybe not as big as they like in some cases?
I think something that's like really special about this team is that we are all so close that like I think yes, we are pushed each other every day. Every practice is a battle. Like do not get that mixed up. We push each other every single day, but like we are also so happy for each other and are willing to support each other in whatever that looks like. If that role is different than what you've expected, like I think everyone is all hands in with just wanting to support each other and just being the best teammates they can and giving insight. I mean, you see a lot from the bench, you see a lot from each position, from left back, right back, middle back, and so giving the input I think is super important, and that's what the team does.
For you guys, just how excited are you to be going to Nashville, and then you're also playing in another pretty big venue on Sunday?
I mean, I think we're really excited. I've never actually been to Nashville, so I'm really excited. Have you been?
I've never been to
Yeah.
Nashville.
So, I mean, I think any opportunity that we get to go and play in front of these big crowds or at away gyms in general is just experience that we're going to take for the rest of the season as we continue to go to away trips and hopefully make Final Four and national championship when we're also in a big gym. So I think our team's really excited. We made cowgirl hats, so maybe we'll bring those.
You're not going to be with you?
No, we are. I think we are, yeah.
How much has Kenna, it's nice to have Kenna along this journey with you, somebody you've known for years as you're going to experience all of this college volleyball for the first time?
Yeah, I think it's really cool, especially like with Kenna's journey of just like obviously she wasn't supposed to come here in the beginning and seeing her come and adapt. Like I've been here for almost 7 months, which is crazy to say that like I'm there to kind of help her and guide her through things, kind of show the ropes. I mean, we do waters together every practice. We get to bond a little bit because as much as yes, we are best friends, like I want her to go and make her own life and experience college differently than I do. And so it's really nice to have those little glimpses of like revisiting our conversations or like putting ice in water bottles before practice. Like those little things make it really special because like I've known her since I was 12. And so getting to see her grow, and especially in the gym, like she's been killing it, and seeing her grow as not just a person but also a player is just super cool to see.
Laney, with all the good players on this team, how do you feel like you can help this team be successful in your role?
We do have so many good pieces on this team, and I think that with my role, I'm kind of known as, like T said, like just to be energetic and bring that like fiery side. And I think that there's a lot of people on this team that have fiery personalities, but also like when I come into the huddle, I think sometimes there's things that like I see that like I can tell my hitters or, you know, anything like that. And and I just think that in my role, knowing that I've kind of been a DS for 2 years and now I'm stepping into this bigger role, and we have leaders like Harper and Bergen and Andy, and everyone is a leader in their own way. I think just learning we all gel together, and I think this weekend was a big testament that we all gelled together really, really well, especially being in really early.
Yeah.
How did you learn that you were going to be the libero?
So for the alumni match, she just kind of wrote it on the board, but and then in the next practice, I think we had before Pitt, we were like practicing rotations and stuff, and Danny was kind of just like, okay, we're gonna start how we started for the alumni match. So it wasn't anything magical or big or anything like that. She was just kind of like, okay, go to rotation 1, and we were like, okay.
What were you thinking?
I mean, I was really excited, obviously, but I knew that I kind of just had to do my job, and that it is just a position at the end of the day, and what I give to my team is more important, and how can I bring assets to the team that we need, whether it's energy or defense or anything, serve, receive, I don't know. But I was kind of just like, all right, I'm libero, but next we got to move on and, you know, see what we can do for the team.
You still have to take that lap to calm down?
You know, I did it a few times, but sometimes I run and then me and Jalen give a little high five, and then I'm like, okay, wait, go back to the huddle, like, you know. But if I slap Jalen's hand too hard, I don't really care. But I don't want to slap my teammates too hard, so.
Yeah, I feel like we both do that.
Huh?
I think we both do that.
Yeah. You know, Jalen's always like, yeah. I'm like, yes.